What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GmiasWorld, and today we're going to be talking about Team Diamond Jalen Ramsey. And after the first week when the Jaguars just played the Giants, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I already told you guys live during one of my Twitch streams. That's going to be twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. I was streaming Madden. I also stream Madden on GmiasWorld Gaming if you guys are on YouTube. So it's YouTube and Twitch. Make sure you subscribe on GmiasWorld Gaming as well. You can give me a follow on Twitch at twitch.tv/GmiasWorld. But I told you guys that OBJ is going to get his simply because Jalen Ramsey is such a big corner. And this guy, OBJ, is so elusive and ridiculous, and he's a sleek athlete. So it's very, very tough to contain players like that when you're 6'2" and you're a big guy, even though Jalen Ramsey is very athletic as well. So he's not going to get an upgrade after that last performance. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If you guys watch my podcast on GmiasWorld Podcast, you would have heard me tell you that, listen, Eli Manning is the reason that the Jags won that game. Eli Manning should have got most valuable player. Now, I know Eric Flowers is garbage. Look, I can't argue that. Eric Flowers should be working at Compare Foods or, like some kind of grocery store, some kind of weird place. Like, he doesn't need to be that guy is a revolving door, bro. He just lets everybody in, bro. Like, that dude is like that corner girl that, everybody got a piece of, bro. It's the village bicycle, bro. Everybody had to turn on this guy. He sucks. And I understand that Eli Manning didn't have time in the pocket. I really, I understand all that. But let me just point this out, though, right? There was several times that, I don't know if it was several. Look, Shepard dropped some wide open passes that Eli Manning threw. I give Eli that. But when OBJ was running routes, wherever he was on the field, whenever he got, he stuck his foot in the ground, he ran a post that was wide open, he did an out route where he split the defenders, Eli Manning was continuously overthrowing the ball or just throwing the ball nowhere near him. Okay, so I'm calling it how I see it. You guys might not agree with me, all right? I believe that Eli Manning is the luckiest quarterback ever to play the game. He's the luckiest quarterback to ever play the game. Now, when you look at these stats from Jalen Ramsey, it's going to take an unbelievable game, or maybe they'll probably just wait and not give him an update for a while because he's such a high card anyway until maybe Christmas time. But I don't want people to think that, this card is the end all be all and you have to have a Jalen Ramsey on your team. Am I keeping him? He is the best corner in Madden NFL 19, and I still think he's the best corner in the NFL. I'm just trying to point out the fact that as I watched that game, I did get the urge to come on, log into Madden and rage sell him. Okay, so I got to be honest with you guys about it. I wasn't happy with the way he was playing his coverage, but I understand. OBJ is not an easy cover, and that's why I try to tell you guys, when we talk about coverage corners, I don't think I've seen, what was that dude's name? Darryl Green from the Redskins, a great cover corner, but I was very young when he was playing. But I just remember watching him. He was straight lockup, had great speed. But of my, being able to understand what's going on with football, Deion Sanders. Now, he was a corner that you literally wouldn't try him. So let me just say it like this, right? You remember how Darrelle Revis was when he was lockup, when it was Revis Island, and people wouldn't even throw to his side? I remember one game where they played the Packers, and Darrelle Revis, Aaron Rodgers didn't even look at that side of the field. Jalen Ramsey was getting targeted when OBJ was over there, and OBJ was realistically open. So he was turning Jalen Ramsey around. He was doing a lot of weird things. And when I'm watching the game, I look at the footwork and I see what's going on. I'm not taking anything from Ramsey, but I think Ramsey underestimated OBJ. That's what I'm saying. And I was in a rage because you know what it is? Even though Eli Manning is terrible and he didn't make the throws, that doesn't take away the fact that OBJ was putting in that work. Let's just point that out. OBJ was showing that he's not playing this year. And the Giants are going to, they can possibly be scary with Saquon Barkley in the backfield doing what he does and having OBJ out there on the field. But you're going to need your quarterback to make plays. That's the issue that I'm having. Okay? That's what I need you guys to understand. I don't know I don't know how it's going to work out ultimately, but this is not something that I really like, okay? I'm looking at it and I'm like, hold on, guys. Hold on, wait a minute. Are you seriously telling me that this guy is just out there getting torched? Bro, the dude is literally, Like Parks and Rec, bruh. Literally, I don't know if you guys ever watched Parks and Rec. Hilarious sitcom, but he's literally getting dealt with, and Eli Manning cannot get him the ball. Can you imagine if Peyton Manning was in that, in that uniform? Can you imagine that? And not Eli Manning? Can you imagine that, bro? Yo, bro, listen. The Giants would have blew him out. Okay, it would have been embarrassing for Ramsey if Peyton Manning, if his brother could, even right now with his neck not working, the dude don't have a spinal cord, he would have still been he would have threw those dots. Okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about as we go through, because people were talking about updates to cards and stuff like that. We've already gone over the fact that we know that Saquon Barkley is not going to get one because he's so high overall. He didn't really have a blast out. You know what I'm saying? Blast out game or whatever. So I don't really think that they're going to be evaluating it along those lines. But looking at the other players, okay, this guy, Jalen Ramsey, bro, like you got to understand something. With me, bro, like when I look at these guys in the game, right, I evaluate them the same way EA Sports does before they do the Team of the Weeks. That's why I often disagree with who they give Team of the Weeks to, because I look at their gameplay. Like Tyreek Hill, realistically, should probably get another card, even though he just had an 89, because he again showed why he's the most electrifying player in the National Football League. Okay, he's very, very exciting to watch. I don't care if you like the Chiefs or not. He's very, very exciting to watch. He should have got a Team of the Week. Okay, these are the things that I need people to understand. If I have a player on my team and I watch them on a Sunday or a Thursday or a Monday and they suck, bro, I'm liable to come just log into Madden like mid-game and remove them from my squad. And it sounds ridiculous, but it really aggravates me when, these players don't live up to their potential. Like Jalen Ramsey is running off at the mouth. See, this is what my situation is, right? He's running off at the mouth the entire, oh, bro, this guy sucks, all this stuff. You have to go out there and be locked down. The only reason that Jalen Ramsey wasn't embarrassed on Sunday was because Eli Manning is a trash can. That's the only reason, guys. I want to be very, very clear with that so that everybody understands. That is the only reason that Jalen Ramsey was not torched. So he is susceptible to really falling from grace. And I know a lot of you guys probably like, yeah, bro, but that's OBJ. I understand that because I actually predicted that. Meanwhile, Denzel Ward was just straight unbelievable, and the Browns just don't know what to do. Like, Tyrod Taylor needs to just go away. But I'm not going to talk about that. Let me just say this right now and continue to go on about this, because a lot of us are still looking. We're going to go check his prices right now in the auction house, okay? He plays very, very well in Madden, all right? We're just going to keep that the way that it is, okay? I'm pointing out simply when you guys are asking me about upgrades, oh, yo, Jalen Ramsey this, yo, bruh. Ramses, as I call him, that guy was out there just being a complete idiot, man. Like, I don't know what he was doing. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, like I don't really like that kind of stuff, bro. Like, yo, what are you doing out there, dog? Like and then you're at 540. This guy's at 540 right now. And then this guy's at 850. Bro, so I'm sitting on, what is that, 1.3, 1.4 million coins right now. I'm just sitting on it. No, I use my power-up pass for his core elite. So I'm sitting on about $1 million with his card. And look, guys, you don't understand how serious I am about this. If you go, guys, just check out my past videos and look at the guys that I raid sell from Madden 18, 17, 16. They're really, really good players. But if you're going to run your mouth, if you're going to go out there and you're going to talk trash, the one thing that I just didn't agree with him with, because what he was saying about the quarterbacks, most of the quarterbacks that he said suck, they did suck. So you can't knock him for that, right? But what I will tell you is this. When he said that Gronk is not good, see, that's just taking it a little bit too far, and I can't really agree with him, and I think that he's starting to overstep his boundaries, because now people watch the film on him also. You see what I'm saying? So the whole thing about it is they see what's going on. With those post routes and those quick in and outs, like, he's not as good defending those as people thought. Like, if you look at his card right now, EA gives him chemmed up man coverage that is pretty ridiculous. Like, if you look at it right here, his man coverage in September is already 97. Okay, his zone coverage is 96. So what I'm saying is this. Even if it's a great matchup, wide receiver, corner situation, OBJ was butt naked wide open on at least 3 plays that I can remember right now. And Eli Manning was like, he's one of those idiots. He's like Sloth from the Goonies. That's how he sounds and that's how he looks. That's how his face looks. And he's throwing the ball nowhere near OBJ. Okay? So I got to point it out, and I got to make sure that everybody understands. This guy Ramsey, yo, listen, bro, I will immediately downgrade this guy and get rid of him. If he plays poorly again, if he tries to even disrespect me for 1 second, bro, by getting burnt by an idiot, this man is going to be on the chopping block. He's going to be on the bread lines. Okay? Because the one thing that I will not allow is for you to talk trash and not back it up. If a dude is like, I agree, a lot of the quarterbacks that he said is garbage, whatever, I just don't agree with the Gronk thing. But if you're going to play against a premier receiver like OBJ, you have to show that you can lock him up. And he didn't have him the whole game. It's just that when OBJ was lined up and matched up against him, OBJ was putting in work. And Eli Manning just couldn't get him the ball. So I just want to point it out to you guys, all right? There is a possibility that this man may or may not be rage sold by my next week. If he comes out, if he even remotely gets burnt, anything happens, this guy is going to be off my team. And it seems ridiculous, but I had enough of these idiots. You're not going to run your mouth and do all the stuff that you're doing and not show up. Okay? You got to show out. And realistically, the reason that the Jags won that game is because of Eli Manning. It wasn't because of the Jags, because their offense still sucks. Defensively, they were really good. Obviously, that team, I don't know why they were running toss plays anyway, but that's neither here nor there. I spoke about it in the GmiasWorld podcast. I don't know why they were running. The Jaguars' defense is so fast to the outside, I don't see why you would ever run a toss at any time. But ultimately, I do have this card, and ultimately, he will be gone very, very soon. If he ever, any point in the game where I feel that this guy's getting just demolished by, I got to go look at their record and see what's going on. As a matter of fact, you guys let me know what other receivers, based on the Jaguars team schedule, that he's going to be playing against so I can really have my binoculars on. Because if he gets torched anymore, bro, you know what? Maybe, probably only if the player scores on him. Because I guess you got to say, like, he knew Eli Manning was garbage, so he just had to be in the area. If he gives up touchdowns, I'm going to have to reevaluate what he's doing, bro. But I didn't like the fact that he ran his mouth all summer and went out there and OBJ was just wide open chilling and Eli Manning couldn't get him the ball. Let me know what you think about that, bro. Are you trying to get yourself a Jalen Ramsey? Let me know. Leave it in the comments. Until next time, one love.